we are going at, oh, and there it is. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am so happy to have all of you in my life. Please, in front of me, let me know when I break up so I can pause, because there's so much information that I need to give away. If you should be taking notes, actually, you should be taking notes. Welcome to all of you as well. It is my job to help you become millionaires or something very close to it, and I really want you to be there. We're talking about making a personal brand out of you. And there's no excuse for none of you not to be personal brand. That's the only one you got to do right there. Then you can pay attention. Just do that one real quick. No, did you already do it? Okay, do that one, put it, and then you can pay attention. That's it. Relieve you of thine duties. Okay, you get it? Outstanding. All right, she's doing some Snapchat stuff for me. Outstanding. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to get your pen, your pad, your notepad, or whatever it is that you want to do, because you really need to hear this. Inside, and please hear me, inside this thing, you need to be a personal brand. And I'm going to teach you how to be a personal brand. I'm not going to pump you up about being a personal brand. I'm going to actually teach you how to be a personal brand. This is the most important phone call that you can possibly be on, because Facebook made me famous, but I'm not just going to talk about Facebook. Actually, Facebook made me rich. Social media, I should say, made me rich. And social media most certainly took me out of small town Galveston, Texas, and made me famous. And if any of you want to be relevant in 2000 and whatever, you need to become a resource. The days of you being, write this down, the days of you being popular and relevant are over. Done. It's wrap. You are no longer allowed to be popular and relevant. You must be a resource and relevant, and that will make you popular. And if you're going to be a motivational speaker, a construction worker, or whatever that may be, you must become a resource. People need to come to you and say, wow, they blew my mind. So I'm going to, normally I would have Q&A open this whole time, but just allow me the opportunity to just give you so much value. Then I'll open up the Q&A at the very end. It's the first time I've done this, but if you have a question, don't ask, just let me give you all this value, but take down notes. Let's start. The internet is the greatest invention of mankind since the written word, and you better respect that. I need for you, all of you are sleeping over the internet. The internet is not some tool that you use. You are sleeping on the internet. First of all, the internet is 20 years old, and it's changed the world more than your Jesus Christ, if you are religious, or your Muhammad. Seriously, the internet is so important that it is greater than the gold rush of 1849. It is greater than the pyramids in Egypt. It is greater than understanding astronomy, 3 laws of motion. It is greater than it is the only thing comparable to the internet is the written word. Not even fire that keeps us warm can surpass how important the internet is and has been to mankind. Why do I say this? Because guess what? Back when I was coming up and I was trying to be a rapper way back in the day in a small city, there we go. All right, I caught myself freezing, so you didn't miss anything. Back when I was a rapper, doing all the great things, back when I was doing them in the MySpace days, and of course, all of you know the first social media was actually Napster. It was not anything else but Napster. The first social media was Napster. That really is the truth. It was not MySpace or Black Planet. It was Napster. It was Napster, okay? That was file sharing that gave you viruses for downloading your music and your porn or whatever it is that you were doing that you just totally made your computer sick. You know you did it. But that was the first social media, and it's changed the world. It's changed the world. Remember when Steve Jobs says, I'm going to do music on social media, and they came after him? Remember how they came after Napster? Ladies and gentlemen, if you are not producing a video or 4 a day over the internet, if you are not pushing out content about 2 or 3 times a day on the internet, you are missing it and you're going to be poor. I need you to get this. Has anybody seen my social media on any platform? I don't care what it is. I know the pundits would tell you post 2 to 3 times a week because people get tired. No, they don't. They do not get tired if you're adding value. And since you are not understanding that the internet is just 20 years old, you haven't even seen the internet yet. The internet is 20 years old, and you think that it's messing up the world. No, Ralph, no Barbara, no Vanessa. It's not messing up the world. It is getting people paid. Case in point, I live in my office is in Galveston, Texas. A not so small town, but a tourist island that it's an island on the coast of Texas. And from April 1st to October 1st, all the poor people among the land complain about traffic. They complain about the tourist. They say, oh, you tourist, you're in my way. You don't know where you're going. And guess what happens, ladies and gentlemen? $25 million a weekend comes through my city from April 1st to October 1st. Do you know how much money that is? And only an oligarchy, that means a few controlling people, cash in because they're the ones not complaining about traffic. Let me tell you how important the internet is. The internet is so important. You said, I'm never going to start dating online, but you do now. You do now. You do. I'm never going to do online dating, but he slid in your DM, didn't he? Yes, the internet's different. It's different. It's completely different. I'm never going to get a smartphone. You got one now, don't you? Yes. You complain about how the cell phone is ruining culture, but you got one. And you're missing the fact that while you're complaining, people like me are getting paid. The internet is the greatest invention of mankind since the written word. Nobody has ever said that. That is an Antonio Smith original quote. The internet is the greatest invention of mankind since the written word adjust accordingly. If you don't catch that rant, you will miss all the valuable information I have for you. In order to profit from your passion, you have to turn yourself into a personal brand. You should have wrote that down. In order to profit from your passion, you must turn yourself into a personal brand. But I just want to save the world. Be a personal brand that saves the world. But I just want to entertain people and be Will Smith. Has anybody been paying attention to Will Smith lately? Let me tell you how important the internet is. Okay? I'm going to tell you how important the internet is. Will Smith understands that being an A-list celebrity isn't the same it used to be before the internet. Yes. I'm looking at faces. That is a shocker, isn't it? Will Smith understands. He's one of the first people like me to understand that YouTube celebrities are getting paid equal to A-list celebrities. They have YouTube celebrities at the BET Awards and the MTV Awards. They've even penetrated the Oscars. And at some point, y'all are going to wise up like me and realize that people on the internet, YouTube celebrities are going to have more money than Denzel Washington. At some point, Denzel Washington, you call me stupid right now. At some point, Denzel Washington, Meryl Streep is going to be on a YouTube original. I promise you. I promise you the internet has changed the world that much. I'm going to give you some hard data in a little bit about how hard YouTube reaches people. And I'm going to drop in the chat of this Zoom, I'm going to drop in the chat the link so you don't just believe me. You see that I've done my homework. If you want to profit, if you want to turn your profit into passion or turn your passion into profit in the internet world, you must become a personal brand. It was true in 2009 and it's equally true in 2018. You can make money. Everybody lean in. Being yourself. I know it's crazy. You used to have to make money by being something else. Everybody pay attention to me. I know you don't see color, but I'm a black guy. I know you don't. I know that you're colorblind, but I'm actually a black guy. I am charismatic, sometimes overbearing. I talk fast. I document my life and I'm freaking rich. See, you missed it. You missed it. You missed it. I have, out of people who work for me full-time, part-time, or volunteers, 75 people that work for me. Your favorite celebrity doesn't have that. I got that from the internet. You can make money just being Jason. You can. You can absolutely make money being Tempest. It's crazy. It makes no sense. It makes no sense that you can have somebody follow you with a camera or get one of those tripods. Give me that tripod real quick over there. It's right now. It's right there. It's right there. You can have one of these tripods right here that I just learned about that bends and stuff. Can you see it? Can you all see it? See how it's bending? It's bending, right? You can wrap this around. Look, Jason got one right there. You can wrap this around a pole. You can wrap it around a pole and literally act like you have a film crew following you. Come on. It's serious. Thanks to the internet and social media, the cost of entering celebrity status, marketer status, businessman or woman status is a fraction of what it used to cost 20 years ago. If you want to learn how to do linguistics, you don't have to go to the top college to do so. Go to YouTube, type in linguistics tutorial, and you can learn it for free. If you want to learn how to be a motivational speaker, you don't have to do what Les Brown did. You don't have to go to a telephone booth, put in a dime, and make 50 million calls. Just drop some live videos for 30 days in a row, and someone will say, "Hey, Phil, I've heard about your humor consultants. Man, can you come to my church and speak?" That was for free. That was for free. I see Phil's name on here. Phil has been doing motivational and humor speaking for nearly 4 decades. And even he would tell you that it's much easier now to do it than it was when he started. The internet has changed everything. You can publish your own books on the internet. You used to have... Amazon is disrupting publishing so much that they have artists coming out with 99-cent books. And New York Times bestseller doesn't even mean anything anymore. It doesn't. It's like the Heisman Trophy Award. It doesn't mean anything anymore. The Heisman Trophy, the New York Times bestseller, and the NBA MVP doesn't mean anything. I dare anyone to challenge me on this. The person who always wins MVP, they always lose in the playoffs, and they never really add actual value to the team. It's true. It's absolutely true. The Heisman Trophy, it's a giveaway. New York Times bestseller, you have to go through a certain publisher. It's a giveaway. It is. They mean nothing. But you know what? What do you want? New York Times bestseller or $1 million? Because guess what? If you go to the internet and market your book correctly by having a personal brand, then the next time you drop your second book, you will get signed by the people with New York Times bestseller, the publishers, because they saw that you sold 1 million copies on your own with no marketing. So how do you start being a personal brand? Get off your dusty tail, and you do it now. You do it right now. And all of you right now should be ashamed of yourself for not taking advantage of the internet. You're wrong. The internet, all of you right now should be ashamed of not taking advantage of the internet. The internet doesn't care. Can I explain to you historicity? See, there's a word called history. This is something that you can say it happened in time, but you can interpret it differently should you choose to do so. And then there's historicity, the actual factual events of people and places. Here's a historicity moment of 2018. Would you like to hear it? The repeal of net neutrality. Maybe you've heard of it. Can I tell you why they're trying to get rid of to get rid of the protections of the internet? Because the protections of the internet is the only place, and some of you are not going to like this, it is the only place on planet Earth that corporations, governments, or supremacy has not invaded. The internet is the wild, wild west of the 1700s. And the reason why they're trying to control it now is because too many people like me are passing them up. Am I making my point here? The reason why they are trying to get rid of, I don't care if you're red or blue in your political beliefs, I don't care either way, but facts are facts. The government, supremacy, or corporations, they can't touch you if you go to the internet unless they create laws to drop the speeds so you won't be as fast as them. That's how powerful the internet is. The internet is so powerful. It makes regular people rich. There's never been a time to be alive on planet Earth that you can actually be rich right now. You need to start your brand right now. So what is a brand? I'll tell you what a brand is. A brand is a public image which shows the world that you were passionate or shows the world what you were passionate about and reflects who you are. You would think I'm passionate about business. That's not my brand. My brand is not business. This is why I speak about more things than business. My brand is making people rich. That's my brand. My brand is making people rich. And one of the greatest things to do that, or the easiest ways to do that, is through business. A brand is a public image that shows the world what you were passionate about and what reflects who you are. Without a brand, you would not be able to make a profit. Without a brand, you would not be able to make a profit. Without a brand, you would not be able to make a profit. Did I say it enough times, Jason? Did they get it? Without a brand, you would not be able to make a profit in the information age. You cannot profit from your passion without a personal brand. If you don't have a personal brand, I can guess your income from your business. It has one or less commas in it. And if by chance you have more, I can guess that your business is dying. I make my living off of reviving dead businesses from old people who wouldn't listen to the people they raised. I make all my money from the people who talk about millennials, in which I'm one, but you raised me. You forgot that part, right? You forgot that part. You raised me. I make my living reviving businesses from people who wouldn't listen to things have changed. Without a brand, you would not be able to make a profit. You would not be able to you would not be able to make a profit from your passion financially. But luckily, creating a brand is more simple than it's ever been before. Not easy, but simple. Those are two different words. It's not easy, but it's simple. Write this down. Pick a medium that fits you to tell stories people want to hear. Pick a medium that fits you so you can tell stories that people want to hear. One of the greatest storytellers of all time is Les Brown. He is still relevant to this day. You know why he is still relevant to this day? He should not be. There's no reason he should not be relevant. First off, there's no reason he should be famous. He was a black man in America in the 70s. Famous as a millionaire. And he was not a singer. That don't make no sense. He's one of the only public speakers of all time that I can think of that has no businesses but speaking. That is incredible. It is amazing to think how great of a storyteller he is when the only thing he has is telling stories. It's amazing. If you love him, you need to love him more after the description I just gave you. Pick a medium that fits you, that fits you, that fits you. So you can tell stories that fit people. That's it. It's that simple. You pick a medium that fits you. Let me explain a little bit more. You should start by looking at a bunch of different social medias. For example, if you're long-winded, Twitter's not for you. That's my Eddie Murphy. That's my. Did I sound like Eddie Murphy? Okay, that's my Eddie Murphy. That's my Eddie Murphy. Okay, but honestly, if you're long-winded, stay off Twitter. Stop. If you're a journalist, go to Twitter. News breaks really fast on Twitter. If you're petty, find your way to Twitter. No, I'm serious. I'm so serious. If you're like World Star or the Shade Room, find thine way to Twitter. That's the platform for you. Okay, you don't believe me? Where does all the beef happen at? Twitter. Come on. Know your platform. If you want to be violently political, go to Twitter. Why? Because Twitter is great for one-liners. One-liners won't change the world, but they sure will garnish a lot of attention. Twitter is the fast-moving platform for one-liners and attention. If you are long-winded, guess what? Medium and Facebook, they're the platforms for you. Now, how many of you are blogging every day? You see? See the problem? See the problem? You see the problem? You know, I blog every day. I haven't written a written blog or text blog in a while, but every day you see a vlog. And I'm about to start back on my tech. I'm about to start on my written blog. The only reason I haven't been doing that because I haven't finished the last 3 chapters of my book that's coming out. It's the only reason. It's the only reason. Yes, I added 3 more chapters to the book. It's the only reason. But I vlog every day. I will sit here in my office. This is the ugliest office in the world. No, I'm serious. It is the ugliest office in the world. I wish I can show you the depression of these walls and the buffoonery of this couch. It is awful. It really is. No, I'm serious. No one, I've actually had someone come in and say, this office doesn't reflect how powerful he is. I really had someone say that. And I don't care. I'm going to document anyway, which I'm coming back to documenting in a little bit. Honestly. It doesn't, the reason I said that, how ugly my office is, I actually had to get out my main chair because it pops like popcorn if I use it a lot. If I move just a milliliter, it pops like popcorn. So I had to get into another chair. First off, I own this office. Shout out to me for owning this office. Secondly, I'm trying to show you, it doesn't matter where you start. My personal brand is far beyond this office. When people look at my videos, they don't say, "Ooh, what an ugly office." They say, "Wow, that guy adds value every time he talks to me." The point is, get started, ladies and gentlemen, and get started right now. Once you have picked a platform, it's time for you to start telling stories. Did I say create stories? I said tell stories. You can Google stories and tell them, or you can just document your life. I'm going to come back to documenting in a little bit. How can you have a personal brand with no stories? You know what makes me sick? What makes me sick is a motivational speaker that comes to me and says, fix my brand. And I say, sure. And then they say, well, I don't want to be transparent. I say, what the hell? No, I'm serious. I can't stand an arrogant motivational speaker. You love Lisa Nichols because, and repeat or say it with me, she had a bad relationship. She had a son. She was poor. She didn't know how she was going to make it. He went to jail for a long time. I think he's still in jail. Her son has some hood name that I really can't say. And Jelani, that is a real hood name. Lisa Nichols is a sister with an A at the end of it. Yes, that name only comes from the Ghetto. You know the Ghetto, don't you? It is a urban place where Ghetto people reside. Jelani, that is a Ghetto name. He's a millionaire now, and I just saw on Facebook he's getting married. Congratulations to Jelani. What I'm trying to tell you is, but then she saved some money. And then she was like, no, that's not my ballots. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. See how you recognize that story? Because she was transparent. Les Brown, homeless, dumb twin, labeled mentally, educably retarded. Who knows about Mr. Washington and the story about Mr. Washington? Who knows about when he slept at the Prescott building, taking baths in the sink, acting like he was working late at night, and then they fired him, and then he went to go be a DJ, and he said, sir, do you have a job for me, some opening? He said, no. And he came back the next day with a smile. Do you got some openings for me? No. Came back the next day, boy, give me some coffee. He tells the story all the time. Does it make sense to you? You love Les Brown. You love Lisa Nichols because you know they damn story. Now, why is it that you're going to have a personal brand and not tell your story? Hopefully you didn't think I was talking about Les Brown and Lisa Nichols. This call is irrelevant towards them. And they are irrelevant for me during this call. This call is about you. I only use them as illustrations to get to you. And the you of the matter is, you don't get to be a personal brand without telling your story. Yes, you had a teenage pregnancy. Good job. Get paid for it now. They talked about you. You might as well now get paid for it and tell your story. I wish I had somebody right there. You a single dad with 3 daughters? I'm talking to somebody specifically right now. I'm trying to talk to the age. Look at it. You a single dad with 3 daughters and Father's Day is coming up. Boy, do you know how your story could be on Lifetime Network? Come on now. I'm serious. How many of you know single dads? And when you meet one, don't you just want to pay all their bills? I'm serious. This, if you don't know who I'm talking about Jason right now. I don't even, listen, I'm just telling you. Jason could be like, you know what, guys, my motivation speaker got my $3. Oh, can I just buy you a ticket, please? Please, can I just buy you a ticket? Can I just buy you a ticket? Grant Cardone does it. Grant Cardone put his daughter on stage at the 10X2 conference. Antonio Smith does it. I went Amazon #1 bestseller because you wouldn't go tell my 9-year-old and my 6-year-old that you wouldn't go buy their daddy book. If you think for 1 second I'm not going to exploit my cute little boys, you is crazy. I got them. They love me. That's my story. I'm trying to help somebody. I'm really trying to help you, okay? Tell your stories. Now, this is the hardest part for all of you. Be authentic. See, you don't like that. You don't like that one. See, you don't like that. See, when you look in the mirror, you can't even be real with you. You look in the mirror and you can't talk to you, can't be real with you, can't be single because you can't deal with you. You got to go home by yourself and cut on all the lights and the TV so you don't have to hear your own thoughts. No one is buying their personal brand for someone who is fake. How many of you right now know someone in your timeline that is fake and you'll never buy from them? Ever. Ever. You will never buy from them, ever. Who knows who I'm talking about? Right now on your timeline, you're like, you know what? Ooh, Melissa get on my whole nerves. Her and Tanya. Do you understand what I'm saying? All right. Now be authentic. Even if it takes a while, be authentic in your content. Let me tell you what. Who's familiar with Gary Vee? By show of hands, who's familiar with Gary Vee? Gary Vaynerchuk. Okay, you are. Does he drop the F-bomb a lot? And does anyone care? Because he's authentic. Now, does that mean, if that didn't help you, let me help you. Listen to what I'm about to say. Being authentic means you will turn some people off. But isn't it better to turn the people off that don't agree with you anyway? All right, I caught myself freezing up, so I stopped talking. Now, think about this for a second. Here you are, being authentic, and you turn people away. But let me ask you, because we've all had our fake moments in our lives. There's an old school song that said, everybody plays the fool. Everybody plays the fool. All right, don't act like you ain't tapping your foot right now. You understand. You know the song, right? We all played the fool. Haven't we all been fake to win people over? And didn't they leave us anyway? Mm-hmm. So wouldn't you rather be authentic? Everybody can't follow you anyway. You might as well turn away the people who don't like you and don't want to agree with you. Or be a people pleaser and chase the wrong people and get poverty. It might take some time. It might take some energy. It might take a lot of effort. But once you found your voice and your confidence, always use it. I give everybody this challenge, or I'll repeat that and I'll give you this challenge. I see some people writing down. It might take some time, might take some energy, might take a lot of effort, might take that you might find your when you find your voice and your confidence, always use it. Here's how this works. I'm going to teach you how to find your voice. Actually, I saw a friend of mine. I actually think I just saw online. Let me see if she's still here. Yep, she's still here. I just saw Chantel. I saw Chantel live video. I think I liked it. If I didn't like it, it's because she was sitting in the pool in a bikini. I liked her. I saw Chantel. The video was amazing. Oh, it was beautiful. No. Shout out to Chantel. It was amazing. I can't really see the faces. I got my notes pulled up, and let me tell you, the video was amazing. The pool was amazing. It was nighttime. Her voice was amazing. She sat in herself and didn't give a damn about nobody else. Yes, we can clap for that. And it was amazing to see. She didn't care about who was offended or who didn't like her message. She understood that who resonated with her. She understood that who resonated with her was going to feel that message. And I'm pretty sure she got some in her DM, oh, you changed my life. And she got some, hey, baby, what you doing? What you doing, baby? What you doing? You understand. We human. You understand. But the point is, when you find your voice, even if it's in a bikini, use it. Can I quote Lisa Nichols for you? Mm-hmm. Even if your voice shake, use it. When you find your voice, don't ever stop. So here are 3 lessons that I would like to give you. They're both practical and philosophical at the same time. I've already given you like 15 lessons. These are both practical and philosophical at the same time. Lesson number 1 inside of what I'm talking about. You don't have to have a product to monetize a personal brand. That just freed someone right there. You do not have to have a product to monetize a personal brand. That just freed somebody. I'm not telling you not to have a product. I'm just saying you don't need one. Why can't you be a brand ambassador for someone? Why can't you just get paid off your YouTube views? Oh, I'm trying to help somebody. Why can't your product just be your live videos and now people are asking you to speak at the University of Wisconsin? Yes. Yo, you don't have to have a model. You don't. I am one of the few people that I know that speak in colleges all the time. You know why I speak in colleges for 2 reasons. For one, before I had degrees, I was like, hey, I want to speak in colleges. And I attracted that. I said philosophical and practical at the same time. Would you like the practical now? The practical reason is I went and got some degrees and I kept my college professor buddies. Oh, come on. You missed it. It's not my degrees. It's the fact that I went and got them. And I got them connections still. So when I want to go back to the university or whatever, I just make a call. And here you are talking about I shouldn't have to call nobody. They're going to call me. If I got to call Santa Claus, I'm going to call Santa Claus and I'm going to speak at the North Pole. You better start using your connections. Do you understand what I'm saying? There are 7 principles. Gary Vee lists 7 principles in his book, Crushing It. I want to give him credit because he's awesome, and I want to give him credit. In his book, Crushing It, he wrote a book called Crush It. Then he wrote a continuation of that book called Crushing It. This is the second of the book that just came out, Crushing It. If you don't like Gary Vee or know of Gary Vee, just know that he is a businessman and has a sneaker deal with K-Swiss. How many business people do you know with shoe deals? You should probably pay attention to these 7 principles. Does that make sense? If you want to build a personal brand that is solid on social media, number 1, write down intent. This is what that means. It means good entrepreneurs make a lot of money. Great entrepreneurs do it in altruistic ways. That means clever ways that have never been done before. People can make sense of when we use them merely for our personal gains. And they can also make sense when you add value, like Antonio T. Smith Jr. None of you, do you know how many people that don't know me talk about me, good or bad? It makes no sense that my social media following is 7 times bigger than, my social media following is 27 times bigger than the town that I live in. Come on. And that's not even my collective social media following. That's just Facebook I just called out. That's just Facebook. 27 times bigger because I have intent. I intentionally reach people. I don't reach, hey, Chantel, what's going on by me? What? No, that's not how you do. Okay, watch this here. You want to date a woman. You say, hey, I want to date you, sleep with me. What? No, wait a minute. Wait, you haven't even added value. You haven't taken me out. You just went straight for the home run. That's how y'all sell y'all businesses right now. That's how you sell your businesses. You get up on stage and you say, go to Facebook and follow me. Wait a minute now. Wait. We going too fast, aren't we? You didn't even try to date me. You didn't add value. You just stood up and wanted me to follow you all of a sudden. I don't want you on my timeline like that. How many of you protect your timeline like you protect your man? I'm making some real good sense up in here today. I'm making some real good sense. Some of you done grew up, you got real positive, and now you're like, I don't want that on my timeline. That's just too much. I don't want that. I do not want you on my unfollow. I can't do it. You only unfollow people that are, you can't really unfollow them because, you can't really unfriend them because y'all close, but you unfollow them so you don't see their statuses. But the other folk unfriend, and some of them you just block. Yes, you understand. I have intent. Intent means that I don't do anything at all that doesn't go viral. Y'all posting food. For what? Unless you are a culinary chef, why are you posting food? And then guess what's going to happen? Guess what I'm going to have to endure come January 1st? All your workout pictures. You're going to force me to look at your workout pictures in the mirror. And I know you're going to quit in February. I know it. I know you're going to quit in February. Okay? If you're not a gymnast or a personal trainer, stop doing that. Post with intent. Did you know the people you look up to, they don't just post stuff? They post with intent. Post with intent. Post with intent. Please stop posting you got out the shower unless you's a porn star. No, that is a valuable business and not one that I would invest in, but I'm telling you. Honestly, who does that post add value to? I got out the shower. Now you got a bunch of men or women that like that you got out the shower. Now you try to sell them a product. They're like, nah, I came here for your body. How many of you right now can't sell your product because you have a bunch of people that follow you, not for your product, but for your body or for your memes or for your cat videos? Or because, and this is most common, you started off as a regular person on Facebook, then you switched to business. Now those people followed you because you were regular, but they won't buy from you because you're not. The second principle is authenticity. Authenticity. Please hear me. If I use my radio voice, will you hear me? Authenticity. 100.7 FM. If you be authentic with your radio dial, we will find you in the nighttime. Next, we have Weather and Traffic by Tempest Smith. Okay, got it. Now, give me a moment. To Eric Thomas, E.T. That would have been inappropriate, right? Who among you is shocked that I just went radio voice and acted silly? None of you. It's authentic to me. That was my point of doing that. It's authentic for me. You can't even hold a conversation with me. You better not ever put me on speakerphone. You can, but you never know what I'm going to say. you never know what I'm going to say. Jason's like, me too. Don't put me on that way. You never know what I'm going to say. You never know what I'm going to say. But it's authentic to me. I am a character. I play. I'm serious. I'm intense. Why would you get me trying to act like Jerry Seinfeld? What if Jerry Seinfeld acted like Cat Williams and Cat Williams acted like Jerry Seinfeld? Both of them would be poor. Do you understand what I'm saying? One of my favorite shows, my favorite sitcom of all time is Married with Children. It is. It's the greatest sitcom of all time. Then it would be Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's cool. Then it would be Martin. I'm sorry, I have to. And then you're not going to believe what the fourth one is. Frasier. Do you see how weird I am? I am weird. Frasier is the poop emoji. It really is. I'm serious. You find me somebody that don't like Frasier, you find me my enemy. I can't talk to you. No, I can't. But it's authentic for me. So of course there's country music on my phone. It is. I bought it. Rap music, and then there's You're Gonna Kiss Me or Not. I got Thompson Square, Florida Georgia Line, Tupac. I got them all. I'm weird, but if you listen to one of my keynotes, you're gonna get quantum physics, cognitive behavioral therapy. You're gonna get neuroscience. Then you're gonna get psychology. You get practical. I'm weird, and it works for me. If you're not weird, don't be weird. If you're empathetic, stay empathetic. Use your light voice. Has anyone ever heard of Abraham Hicks? Abraham Hicks will blow your mind with a soft voice. Yes, Neil Donald Walsh. Neil Donald Walsh never talks above this level, but he's one of the most profound people to walk planet Earth. Bob Proctor is the greatest teacher on planet Earth. That's just my personal opinion. I love Bob Proctor. When Bob Proctor speaks, I get it. I honestly get it. Number 3, passion. Building your personal brand. You need to first have intent. Don't post by accident. Secondly, be authentic. Third, have passion. Has anyone not see how passionate I am on this Zoom call? It's almost infectious. It is. Passion is so important. Let me tell you why passion is so important. Have you ever been to church? I have a great example of this. Great example of this. And I used to invite people to the church I was in a long time ago. And the preacher was so good. He was so good. He really was. He was so good. I was like the chief inviter. I was like, come on, you got to come see my pastor. You got to come see him. You got to come see him. And then all of a sudden he stopped being passionate. And then I was embarrassed to bring people to his boring sermons that lasted 2 hours. Now, I'm honest. Now, listen, I'm not talking about the church. I'm trying to tell you that when you lose your passion, you offend the people supporting you. Oh, I just said something. How many of you would be embarrassed? How many of you invited someone to this phone call right now? You would be very embarrassed if I just lollygagged it. All right, y'all, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do this. Exactly. You'd be very embarrassed right now. And you would say, I'm just not going to invite nobody no more. I'm just not going to do that. Passion is what makes this go. Then patience. Oh, I'm going to lose my audience with this. That's number 4. Patience. Now, I get this. Well, I don't get this from Gary Vee, but this is what me and Gary Vee have in common. I'm very patient. I am practical. If I want to date you, I will watch you for 6 years. I will. If I want to date you, I will watch you for a very long time. And I can't flirt. I'm the worst. I am the worst. I'm not the only person here that can't flirt. And the older I get, the more my flirter breaks. I don't know how to flirt. I'm just straightforward. Hey, you, me, we dating now. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. I didn't even know that. Yeah, cool. We dating. Yes, you coming with me now. Oh, okay. That might be harassment right there. Okay, there's some laws against that. But patience, ladies and gentlemen, you're trying to grow without being patient. Why are you doing this to yourself? Why? Why do you want to be famous without the work? I did not get rich impatient. All social media right now, they playing with the blue check next to my name. It's cool. I'm patient because guess what I'm going to do when they put it next to it? I'm going to let everybody know I got it from making money. They actually doing me a favor. Let me back up real quick. I just saw number 3. Number 1 was intent. Stop posting stuff you're not intentional about. Number 2 is authenticity. Actually, let me go back to number 1 real quick. Number 1 is I would hope all of you will follow VRIN number. There's a VRIN number, and I want to help all of you right now in this place. Let me add more value to number 1. Is everybody ready? There is a VRIN score. And if you don't know it, that's why you're not going viral. Number 1, and what the V in VRIN stands for value. Does this post create value for my audience? I promise you, social media actually cares about this. I'm glad. I think that was Chantel that made me go back because I should have mentioned this. VRIN, does it add value? The VRIN score is calculated from 1 to 10 on each V, R, I, and N. VRIN score, does it add value to my audience? That's the V. The R is rarity. How rare is this post on this platform? Oh, y'all missed it. If I was to decide to put this on Facebook, would this post be very rare on Facebook? Think about it. Think about the content. Think about what I'm actually saying. Think about how much value I'm actually giving away. And I'm not up. Have I sold anybody anything? And guess what? There's no upsell after this. I would not ask you for anything. There's no upsell. How many people do you know on your favorite platform that's giving away value like this without charging you? Yeah, this is very rare. This adds great value. On a scale of 1 to 10, the value of this call would be about a 9. On a scale of 1 to 10, the rarity of this call would be about a 10. And then there's the I. I always have to say this word slow. Inimitable. There we go. Inimitable. That simply means how hard is it to copy this content? How hard is it for me to copy what you just posted? You can't. Has anyone noticed you can't copy my content from Awareness TV, from Business to Business podcast, to the Overcoming Low Self-Esteem podcast led by Tempest Smith. Shout out to Tempest, the greatest CEO on planet Earth. Yes. Woo is appropriate. Yes. Little silent claps, that's appropriate too. You can't copy my content. You know why? Not because I'm good, because I'm intentional. I'm intentional. When people hear a keynote from me, they all have the same complaint. Whoa, that was too much information. I didn't get it all down. That's the complaint. You spoke too fast. I couldn't get it down. Do you know how good I feel when people say that? Because I'd much rather you say, it was too much, I couldn't get it all down, you went too fast, then you know what? I've heard this before. Come on now. Many of you have met your favorite celebrity or met your favorite whomever, and you go, God, dog, and every time I see him, say the same thing. Every time I see her, she say the same thing. This conference gave me no value. How many of you have went to a conference this year that gave you no value? This year gave you no value. It's okay. You ain't got to raise your hands. You know, we've all been to at least one. And hopefully, or actually, thankfully, it's not from our favorite people. But you understand. Now, the V is for value. The R is for rarity. The I is for you can't copy this. And the N is for non-substitutional. If you've ever wanted to know how to go viral, I'm telling you now, and I will make it make sense for you. This is the formula for going viral, and I will show you. Non-substitutional is the N. How easy is it for me to find this same post you just posted on social media? Now let's break all of them down. Is everybody ready? Break them all down. Value. Is Jason's post valuable for my life? That's number one. Everybody gets that. Number two, rarity. Can I get this anywhere else? And most of y'all posts, guess what? We can get it everywhere. You post your event. How many people have event postings on your timeline right now? It's not rare, and it doesn't add value. So should you post it? No. That's why I don't do it. It is why when I post an event that I have, it's not in the flyer. I do something different. I would do a webinar or something that adds value about the event and tell people about the event while adding value without upselling them, and just say, hey, here's the event if you want more. I don't do things that don't add value and that are not rare and that are easy to copy and that can be substituted. It's the V, R, I, and the N. Everybody write this down word for word. Don't post things that are not valuable, comma, that are not rare, comma, that are easy to copy, comma, and can be easily replaced. Why do I have this microphone right here? I've told you on the previous phone call, I got tired of talking with iPhone headphones in my ear. So I have the microphone. The headphones just let me hear now. It is because when you saw me, I wanted you to know that you're not me. Y'all missed it. I wanted you to know that I do this for real. I wanted you to know I do this for real. The microphone alone upgrades the number on my VRIN meter. Now, here's how you calculate your score. If you want to go viral, this is it. I'm giving you the viral formula, almost of it. There's a human factor that goes here, but here it is. Value. Is it an 8? If it's less than the 8, don't post it. Rarity. If it's less than the 8, don't post it. Imitable. How hard is it to copy your content? If it's less than the 8, don't post it. Non-substitutional. How easily can they find something else just like what you just posted? If it's less than the 8, don't post it. How many of you will be making millions of dollars right now if you only posted 8 or more in each of these categories? If every last one of your posts, who did this just help? Let me look at my screen. I want to see some. There it is. There it is. There it is. Good job. This is very helpful. You should not be posting anything that is not valuable, that is easily to replace, that is not rare, and it is substitutional. You should not be doing that. And shame on you if you do and you want to go viral. That is the secret to going viral, everybody. Of course, the human effect. You want to pull at people's heartstrings too, the human effect. Let me give you an example of a viral post. I'm going to make it up according to this here. Valuable. Shotguns. It's valuable to the NRA. It is. It's valuable. You go deep in the South, shotguns. I'm in Texas. Shotguns, okay, valuable. Rare, shotguns riding on a turtle. How many people do you know ride turtles and have shotguns? Okay, now watch this here. Hard to copy. While smoking a cigarette. Holding a shotgun, riding a turtle, smoking a cigarette, non-substitutional. But you can't replace that anyway. How fast would that go viral? I'm not telling you it's right. I'm not telling you that's your kind of post. But if you see some guy riding a turtles, holding a shotgun, smoking a cigarette in a thong, that would go viral immediately. Do you understand how to go viral now? Do you see why people go viral? Because they have all these things. That had to be helpful. That there's no way. Has anybody ever broken down going viral to any of you like that? This is why I talk. Does this make sense? This is why I talk. This is why I do what I do. Because everybody's trying to up. All right, there we go. I was going in, and they told me I was frozen up. Okay. The reason why I do what I do is because everybody tries to upsell you. Everybody wants money from you, but don't want to help you make money. And it's not fair. It's not fair. It's just not fair. You must become a resource. VRIN number. Did everybody write that down? All right, let's continue to move on. Now, in becoming a personal brand, which all of you are becoming, what you're going to do next is I want to now tell you about a few things. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I forgot I was going back. I almost skipped. Number 2, authenticity. I forgot you needed number 3 again. Authenticity would just simply be Chantel, be Tempest, be Jason. Don't be nobody else. Number 3, passion. The reason why this phone call is working, the reason why you have been on here for an hour now, we're probably going to go to 2, is because passion. At least an hour and a half. It's passion. Clear eyes. Please listen to me. No, you're not going to do that. What if I was upset with you being here? What if I didn't read every last one of your comments? What if I didn't take the time to go back to number 3? Yeah, I wouldn't buy from that guy at all. Number 4, patience. I am practical. I am patient. I will date you for 6 years and you don't even know we're dating. I will. I am that practical, that patient with all that I want to do. Number 5, speed. Just as it is important to be patient in the macro, which means behavior, just as it's patient, macro, patience is to macro as speed is to micro. Patient in your behavior, speed in your methods. Does anyone understand the power of being first? Has anyone ever heard that? Imagine if you were the first person to be on YouTube. Can you imagine how big your account would be? Imagine if you were the first person to recognize the trend of Instagram. If you just invest in $10, you'd be a millionaire. Imagine how important you would be if you were the first person on Twitter. How big your follower would be, how rich you would be now. That's how this works, ladies and gentlemen. And you need to keep working in that manner. Speed. Perfect segue. Work. That's the next one. That's number 6. Work. There's a dirty word out here called work, and nobody want to do it. Somebody asked me yesterday, man, how you keep putting all that stuff out on the internet? Bruh, I work. And my time is 8:37 p.m. I've been in the office since 8:37 a.m. I kid you not. I work. Would you like to do some math? I'm going to make this very practical. I love being practical. Can y'all still hear me? Am I breaking up? Okay, you can hear me? Okay, get your calculator. I'm going to have Grace get her calculator. We're going to do some math. Grace, I want you to take a 40-hour work week, and I want you to multiply that 40-hour work week by a month. 1,200. Now, Grace, I want you to take that 1,200, and then what I want you to do is I want you to multiply by 13. Does anyone know why I'm multiplying by 13? No, not leap year, because 4 months have 5 weeks. Yes, 4 months have 5 weeks. Okay, what number did you say?
15,600.
1,000. No, you said 15,000. 15,600. Everybody take that. The average human being works 15,600 hours. Does everybody see that? Can somebody put that in chat for me so I can come back to it? The average human being, or the first to invest in Bitcoin, boy, is he right. He is absolutely right. I want you to think about this for a second. 15,600. Now, watch my work week. On average, I work 18 hours a day. It's 20 hours a day, but I'm going to go down to 18. On average, I work 18 hours a day. Grace, give me 18 hours a day times 7 first. That's the work week.
126.
That's 126. Now I want you to take that work week and multiply it by 4 so we can get the month.
504.
That's 504. Now multiply 504 times 13. Actually, sorry, before we even get to 504 times 13, do me a favor. That's 504, right? I want you to multiply 504 times 3.
1,512.
1,512. Okay. You just got me 1 week, right? Was 504 a week or a month?
126 times.
You doing too much.
504.
I can't remember. What was it? 126? I forgot what we was.
It times 4. Yeah.
Times 4. That was a month?
504.
Okay, now do 504 times 13.
6,552.
No, you did. We did something way wrong. we did something way wrong. Anyway, we've done the math before. What it is in 2.5 months, I work your entire work year. When we do the math right. In 2.5 months. Not the hours in the day. We're talking about your work year. Every 2.5 months, I lap you. I'm trying to help somebody. Every 2.5 months, I lap the average human. I want all of you right now to think about when you first met me. Okay, there it is. It's got 15,600 in 2.5. Okay, now check this out. Think about when you first met me. Think about how much I have now. That's proof of work being in personal brand. Last one, number 7, attention. You've heard it. Gary Vee, Grant Cardone, Antonio T. Smith Jr., we are going to tell you that attention. You can't sell me nothing, Tony, if you don't first get my attention. I don't want what you offering, sir, if you don't first get my attention. No, you are not all that, buddy. You don't have my attention. The reason why all of you are leaving cable TV, because they forgot to keep your attention with all them doggone commercials. Attention. Attention is a new currency. The attention span of the people on the internet is 6 seconds. That's 1 second less than a goldfish. Attention is a new currency. Attention is a new currency. Attention is the new currency. Get it and get it down. Here's some real internet data for you. Are you ready for this? Almost 3 billion people on social media will be there by 2020. 3 billion people. Cat Williams say you should be able to kill somebody for just saying billion in their direction. If you don't believe me, worry not. I just put the link in the chat so you can believe them, not me. 75% of male internet users are on Facebook. If you're targeting males, you should probably go to Facebook. 75% of male users, all internet male users are on Facebook. Watch this here. 83% of female internet users are on Facebook. You don't believe me? Don't worry about it. I just posted the link. LinkedIn currently has 450 million user profiles. 450 million user profiles. Don't believe me? I just posted the link. Snapchat reaches 41% of 18 to 34-year-olds in America alone. Snapchat reaches 41% of millennials alone. Don't believe me? I just posted the link. 32% of teenagers classify Instagram as the most important social network. Don't believe me? I just posted the link. And lastly, YouTube, and I know this to be sure because I have 2 young boys. YouTube reaches more 18 to 49-year-olds than any cable network in the world. If you ever wanted to reach your audience or wonder where they are, I just gave it to you. And by courtesy and kindness, and someone posts this for others outside the group to see, I just copy and pasted everything I just read for you word for word in the chat. If you're struggling to know where your audience is, don't overthink it. Copy and paste. I just gave it to you. And if you don't find that valuable, you don't want money. When creating a personal brand, everybody stop trying to create content. Document your life. Did you know that social media was never for you to create content? It was meant for you to tell people about your daily life. Put a camera on it. If you're getting out the shower, show your toes. There's people out there with foot fetishes. I'm serious. If you just got your hair done, show it. Get your hair done. If you do that enough, guess what someone's going to say? Hey, Tippis, I noticed that every time you get your hair done, you go viral and you put it out there. Thousands of people to watch it. Can I do your hair for free? Will you please put me on there? And you say, yeah, you can do your hair for free, but in order to get on my social network, it's going to cost you $150. Got it. You don't need a product to become a personal brand. Okay, there we go. We're back. I'm landing the plane now. Instead of worrying about your particular social network or creating content, just document your life. Let's take DJ Khaled just for a moment. The now famous Miami-based DJ who is an internet mogul, especially on Snapchat. In his book, The Keys, you should write that down. You didn't even know DJ Khaled wrote a book. In his book, The Keys, he writes, and I quote, "It's not about angle, lighting, or editing. It's about getting real with your fans. Authenticity is key. Do you see why my fan base grows daily? I am authentic and I refuse to be you. I like being me. And I don't apologize for being me. And should you want me to apologize for being me, I'm going to put you on a vlog and tell you in your face while recording it, I'm not going to be you, and then put it out there for social media to hit you with the train. I'm me, and I like me, and I like helping people, and I like Susan, and I like Phil, and I like Tempest, and I like writing forewords for people, and I like Grace, and I like making my team millionaires. I like making people money. I like being happy, and I love Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. I am buff. I can run 2 miles flat, but I have a stomach because I cannot leave Reese's Peanut Butter Cups alone. And I am fasting from them, and I've been 2 weeks for no Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, and it feels like I am sober with sobriety. Whew. I am so addicted to Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. They need to pay me for the weight they put on me. Use social media to your advantage. If any of you are asking, where do I begin building a personal brand? Start with Facebook. It's too big to avoid, and it's the greatest platform to build a personal brand on. It's the most primarily used platform, and I just read you the data. Now, lastly, let's say you're already here and you want to know which platform should I go dominate right now. Tony, I'm ready. I heard what you said. You're landing the plane. Which platforms can I go get right now? I'm glad you asked. Number one, Musical.ly. Musical.ly. Yes. You need to go to that. Musical.ly. It's an emerging creative platform that has become popular amongst younger teenage audience. The channels allows you to make and upload original music, comedy skits, and educational videos. And I promise you by tomorrow, I will be dominating on there. I have researched Musical.ly for 6 months. I'm ready to pull the trigger. My team just found that out just now. Number two, Snapchat. It's still one of the most underestimated, underrated platforms amongst marketers. People don't even know how to use Snapchat, so nobody's broken it yet. Number three, Twitter. It is where people go to hang out and talk about each other. Make sure they talk about you in your educational program or whatever it is that you have. News breaks faster on Twitter. YouTube, as you probably know, is the number one platform for video creators, and the fastest way to build trust over the internet is videos. But not just that, ladies and gentlemen. Let me help you about YouTube. I want all of you to stop right now worrying about your followers. It is the hardest platform to grow. Don't worry about growing it. Put out content daily, day after day after day after day after day after day. And then people will start following you if you be patient. I was at 25 YouTube followers for like 5 years. I'm finally starting to grow it. But I kept posting over and over and over. Facebook, obviously, is too big to avoid. We'll skip it. Instagram, that's where the people are. Your younger audience. You know why? Remember that old folks saying a picture tells a picture, what is it? Picture worth 1,000 words. Well, Instagram is full of 1,000 words. You can say more with a picture, can't you? You love Instagram so much, you took elements of Instagram and brought it to Facebook. We didn't post pictures and memes on Facebook until Instagram existed. Come on. There were no memes on Twitter until Instagram existed. Memes wasn't even a thing until Instagram wasn't even a thing. It just wasn't. It just wasn't a thing. Number 7, my personal favorite, podcast. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I dominate podcasts in a major way. Podcast is still relatively new, but as long as we're busy, you're going to keep listening to voice. If I was to poll you right now, 5 years ago, none of you were on podcasting platforms. But I bet you over 40, 50, or 60% of you listen to podcasts now. You know why? Because voice is passive. We're too busy. And we like to turn our car into a mobile library. And we like to listen and learn now. If you want to be a personal brand, you better get on podcasts. I have 5 of them on 5 of them. I have 5 podcasts. And I'm not stopping until I'm at 16, and all of them are very different. And they're all not about me. And the ones coming out, shout out to Deanna. She's got a podcast coming out. Shout out to Will. He has a podcast coming out. Grace, Michelle, they have podcasts coming out. Tempest has 3 new podcasts coming out. Who am I missing? Bryant has a podcast coming out this year. All on one platform. Number 8, you better start respecting voice. You need to start with voice, as in Alexa. I saw Kim Trosper. I believe she just got on Alexa. She's smart. She's one of the first people. That means they don't have much of a choice. They got lots of choices, but they're going to find Kim Trosper first before people start catching on. Alexa, Siri. I don't even know the Microsoft version, like Katrina or Cortana or something like that. Cortana. Voice. Pretty soon you're going to be able to say, well, hey, voice person, what's the weather like today? And it's going to give it to you. You can actually do it right now from your phone. Hey, voice, turn the lights down. That's actually going to happen. In conclusion, if you are serious about building a personal brand for you, if you're serious, are you ready for this? If you have a business, are you ready? I don't think you're ready for this. If you have a business and you're saying, well, you know what, I don't need to build a personal brand. I just want to grow my business. You ain't been listening. Joel Osteen is a personal brand, is he not? And he uses it to grow Lakewood Church. You missed the whole thing. This whole time, you don't like televangelists at all, but you love Joel. You know why? His personal brand and his energy, and he's nice. He really is. I met him in person many times. Intern for him for 2 years. What I'm trying to get you to see is that if you want money in your business, you're going to get it by being a personal brand. Oh, but I don't like being seen. You don't like being paid. Well, I don't like being seen. Then don't be seen. Be silent. Get somebody else to be seen. Create Ain't Your Mama. That's not a real person. Do it. Do it now. My name is Antonio T. Smith Jr. You can plant better. You can dominate. Whew. Took a lot out of me. All right. I think I'm here. Let's see. Appreciate all of you.
For real.
Amen, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Listen, I want to take let me just take a few questions. Hopefully I can hear you. Wine time. That's it. That's the thing. Chantel, is really good to see you. It really is. I love your hair is blowed out. I love it. Phil and Susan are 2 of my favorite people on planet Earth. Lisa, I'm not sure. Maybe is that Lisa Ham? Lisa Ham, if it is, she's awesome. I love Lisa. Lisa's awesome. And then I have no idea who those numbers are, but I won't call them out because, I don't want people showing up at your house. Oh, that's Lisa Garrett. Hey, Lisa. Okay, good. Good to hear from you, Lisa Garrett. She's a nice person. I've inboxed her a few times. Anybody have a pressing question that I can answer? And then we'll go. I won't take longer than 10 minutes.
What was that? I've got a question.
What'd you say, John?
That's that one app that you called out, the music app. What was the name of that again?
Musical.ly. I will paste it in the chat for you right now, brother.
The only reason why I know that is because my teenage daughter is all about that.
Hey, Antonio, this is Shelby.
Yes, sir, Shelby.
Hey, I missed a couple. I missed 5 and 6. I got 4 as YouTube and 7 as podcast.
That's no problem. I shall post 5 and 6 for you right now, brother.
Thank you.
Let's see. 5 is Facebook. Hey, who's that? I didn't see the name. 5 is Facebook. And then 6 is Instagram. Go ahead, whoever that was. Was that Chantel? Hey, Chantel.
Yes, hello. Hi, Antonio. Thank you so much. You talked about documenting your life, and to create content. And when I think of that, I think of journaling. Yep. So I need to know your insight on that because I can't seem to get the damn pen on the paper for documenting what my wins, my victories. I can't seem to get them down. I've been missing so much and I haven't documented it. What's your insight on it?
Yeah, sure. I got 2 things for you. You can actually turn your journaling into video, and then you can do something. You don't have to, but this is just one. And I'll give you video and text only. I give you both options. What you do is you record the video and you say, I can't think of journaling at all. Stupid pen. It's in my way. It's in the way of my brain. I can't think of journaling.
No.
Okay, God, dog, hold on. I'm finna start over. Okay, I'm finna start over because I was for the punchline was coming. I can't think of journaling at all. Can anybody out here? I love all of you. Can you help me with some journaling ideas? Give me some journaling ideas. Come on, everybody. Feed me some journaling ideas. Put them in the comments. Like and subscribe and put them in the comments for me. Give me some journaling ideas. And then watch this here. I want to journal about your idea. You see what just happened there? You said what? Yeah, they'll flood in for sure. But what happens is now when you actually follow through on journaling on their idea, you got somebody for life that's going to follow you. They're going to follow you for life. That's someone that's going to always jump on your videos and throw another one. If you pay attention to Awareness TV, I just started doing it, but I start asking people now, hey, send me a video of your question. That's on purpose. Because people like to be a part of something. Yes, definitely. That's intent. Yes. She's right. That is that intent. Everything I do is intentional. It is only to build trust and add value to people. That's it. That kind of video would be an 8 on variety, value, rarity, inimitable. I always can't say, I had to say it twice. And then non-substitutional. Of course, text only, you can do the same thing. I can't write about this journal. And then you take pictures of it. And then you put some music behind it. And you say, journal.
They'll be like, oh, Chantel, the motivational speaker, she can't journal.
And then you're right. And then this is what you do. You turn it right around on them. You say, you know what? Even motivational speakers run out of motivation. Can someone throw me some motivation? I would like to talk about your topic. Boom. Did it again.
Boom.
Did it again. There it is. Was that helpful?
Absolutely. Thank you, Antonio. Thank you.
Outstanding. Oh, no. Thank you very much. Thank you as well. Thanks for being here, too. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Shelby, did you get 5 and 6?
I got it, man. I appreciate it. I actually screenshot.
Outstanding.
I have a
Okay,
question,
good.
Antonio.
Okay. Hey, Kim, go ahead.
Okay, so talking about branding, the name of my I have Prosper Coaching. That's what I use. Now my package is called Sassy Woman for the package. When I speak, I'm known. People are calling me I'm known for stinking thinking, which I'm trying to get away from. And then of course I have my tagline: "Your life will prosper with Kim Trosper." So I'm kind of like, there's too much going on there. What's up? What do you suggest?
Yep. Use all of them until the people tell you not to use them. And it sounds like the people told you to stay away from stinking thinking. Here's something that you can
No, they tell them, no, they like
for
that.
the
I don't
sassy.
like
Are they telling you that they like stinking thinking?
Rarity.
Yes.
Rarity.
What'd she say?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, what'd you say?
Rarity.
Be
Oh.
rare.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling the
Okay,
same thing,
so-
but people remember me for that. So
Okay. Well, check this out. This is how you be rare with sassy women. Sassy women, people are going to expect you to put some women out there with the little neck popping and stuff. Yeah, don't do that. Right? You're empowering women for one, and two, sassy. Let me just tell y'all something. I am an alpha man that loves me an alpha woman. Let me just tell you. I'm just gonna tell you right now. You understand? Like, you know, you got Tempest CEO. That's an alpha woman. If you don't let the quietness fool you, she crazy. I'm just trying to get you to understand. What I'm trying to get across here is something very simple. You can redefine sassy women. Look, there she go. What you can do, Kim, is you can show them sassy women come in all sizes. You can put them in a pantsuit and a dress. You can have a sassy woman working out in the gym. Here's a video. Actually, Kim, I got your idea for you. It just dawned on me right now. You ready for this? Ooh, that feels good too. I feel the fire right there. Like, ooh, this is what I want you to do. This is what I want you to do. I want you to YouTube 1980s Just Do It commercials. And every commercial on YouTube, I want you to do an adjacent commercial like it for sassy women. There's a few I can remember from the 80s. There's a guy, he's overweight. He's running up a hill. There's no words. You can't see him. He's just running. He's tired. It's early in the morning, and then all of a sudden he gets past you, the camera view, and he's, then it says, just do it. Now, we know this is the most greatest campaign of all time, right? Just do it. It's still relevant today.
Mhm.
But check this out. You have a woman jogging, just jogging, no words. And then it says, sassy woman, Kim Trosper. Sassy woman, Prosper Coach. Be sassy.
I love
There
it.
it is.
I love it.
Came out.
You know,
came
I'm
out
on
by
this-
accident. Be
Look,
sassy.
I'm on this tomorrow. Okay, it's on and popping. I'm already know.
You get it right. You get them running up. Then you get them in the gym. However they commercial, they give you so many ideas.
Yes.
And then you just have be sassy. And that's what you start telling you. Not only will you be redefining sassy with working out or going to the gym or just whatever, playing with being a single mom, be sassy, baby. You're a good single mom. Being a married mom, be sassy, baby. Being with your husband for 35 years, be sassy. Ooh, that was $1 billion idea. I felt it, y'all. Ooh, I felt it.
There you go.
There
Yes.
it is. There it is.
All right.
There
Thank
it is. Okay, we got time for no problem. Got time for one more question. One more question, and I'll be a good steward of your time. Okay. If there are no questions, I appreciate seeing all of you, Lisa, Marjorie, all of you. I just thank you very much for being here. I believe that is Janine. I thank all of you for being here. I love you all. This is Antonio T. Smith Jr. This is just one of the products of the ATS Business University. I won't upsell you, nothing like that. I just want to let you know where the source comes from. If anybody invited you, get back with them, and then they have more value to add to you as well. Love you all. Thank you for coming out. God bless you and good night. Thank you all.
All right.